Coming up, we'll be on location at Island Children's Dentistry in Tysons Corner, Virginia, discussing the benefits of pediatric dentistry and how they can help your child achieve a healthy and beautiful smile with one of this area's top pediatric dentists, Dr. Hema Island. Dr. Island received her DDS degree and completed her residency at Tufts University School of Dental Medicine in pediatric dentistry. She is board certified in pediatric dentistry by the American Board of Pediatric Dentistry as one of the only board certified pediatric dentists in this region. Welcome, Dr. Island. It's a pleasure having you on our program.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's your first time, in fact, on the Top Doctors Medical Interviews. We have a lot to talk about. We've got some parents with kids that we're going to be meeting a bit later. But I wanted to begin by asking you, Doctor, if you can please tell us what pediatric dentistry is.
Pediatric dentistry is the specialty that takes care of little infants all the way to teenagers or adolescents, basically since they are born all the way to 18, 21, depending on your choice.
Oh, okay. And what would you say is the difference between a pediatric dentist like yourself and a general dentist?
We basically focus a lot in prevention, and we take care of the kids from any type of issues, from restorative issues to prevention, surgeries, things that sometimes the general dentists are not trained to do. We know how to take care of.
Now, how often would you recommend that a parent needs to bring their child to see a pediatric dentist? How often should the child come?
So they should be coming every 6 months for their cleaning and checkups. But if the child has a history of having a lot of cavities, we want to see those kids every 4 months because we know they are at high risk of getting cavities. So we just want to make sure they're in a good track.
Okay. Now, we're literally out of time, Dr. Island, but I wanted to ask you, before I let you go, you and your practice, Island Children's Dentistry here in Tysons Corner, Virginia, have certainly fast developing reputation for not only excellence in dentistry and pediatric dentistry, of course, but also in patient care. I just wanted to ask you what you feel helps separate you and your practice apart from many of the others.
I personally feel I treat all my patients like if they were my own kids, and I praise them and I really enjoy working with them. I like to talk to the parents, and my whole team is trained to basically give the best care also to parents and explain the treatment plans very well so there's no questions after, so they know that they came to the right place.
Yes, indeed, and you're certainly one of the only board-certified pediatric dentists in this entire area, and the parents and the kids, I mean, I was watching them off camera as well with you. The kids love you, Doctor. I mean, they are having so much fun, and they're coming to a dentist and having all that fun.
Thank you.
That, I think, says it all. And on that note, I'd like to thank you for joining us, being a guest in our program. We'd love to have you back on in the future.
Thank you.
We're now going to meet some parents who have kids who are patients of Dr. Island. Welcome, Arlene. It's a pleasure having you on our program.
Thank you, Rocco.
We appreciate it when parents take time in their busy lives to come down and share some of their experiences with us that you've had thus far regarding your beautiful, adorable twins who I believe now are 17 months old.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
And now, how long have you been bringing them to Dr. Island?
Well, first of all, I first heard of Dr. Island at the Northern Virginia Parents of Multiples group because I have twins. And that's actually how I first heard of her. She's one of our sponsors. And so I came to her office, which is gorgeous. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's beautiful.
It's like an island.
It's island,
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But also there's the iPads for the kids, and it's just very friendly. And up in the back, there's projectors, so kids love it here. And it's gorgeous.
For the folks out there watching, what would you tell them about your experience, not only with Dr. Island, but her staff here?
They're very accommodating. Great reminders, also via text and phone call about the appointments coming up, and you can confirm it. So they're very technologically advanced as well, which is nice. The website is beautiful, so it helps, especially when you're a busy mom. You forget a lot of things or can forget something, but when you get a nice reminder text or a reminder phone call, and you can confirm over the phone, that's kind of really nice to kind of set that in there.
Welcome, Colleen. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. Now, I understand you're a mother of 3 kids, under 10 years old.
10 and under.
And can you please tell us about what brought you to Dr. Island? How did you hear of her?
Okay. She is board certified, and some of the other dentists that we were seeing were not board certified. And to my knowledge, I believe she is the only board certified pediatric dentist in the area. And the fact that she would go through that process, it's a voluntary process of the rigorous testing and, preparation, is a clear illustration to me of the high quality of care that she's going to provide my children. So no contests, we came right over. My children love her. She's very nurturing. She's very empathetic. They love coming here. She's got the iPad, she's got all the high technology, so my kids, they love to come here.
Not to mention surfboards and
the beautiful, it's beautiful here.
It's just wonderful.
Yes, it
atmosphere,
is.
isn't it?
Yep.
It's totally different than when we were kids going to a dentist.
That's right.
My God, you want to come here? It's like a playground.
No, that. I didn't want to say that, but yes, that's how my children see it. So I couldn't be happier. It's not a chore to bring my children here. They want to come.
Yeah.
If one of my children has an appointment here, the other two want to come. So they all want to be here.
Welcome, Katie. It's wonderful having you on. And your lovely 1-year-old daughter, Casey, welcome as well, you little lady.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Now, I wanted to begin by asking you, Katie, if you can please tell us about your experience that you've had thus far with Dr. Island, her staff, because not only do you have Casey as one of your children, but you have 2 boys that are under 7 years old as well?
That's right. I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old boys, and they can be very curious when they come to the doctor's office, and the staff is fantastic. They just roll with it. They let the kids explore the office. They show them the instruments. They teach them about everything that's going on with their teeth, and it makes it for a very easy, comfortable experience. I think Dr. Island and her staff, they're very professional, they're very kind, and they're very gentle with the children. And it provides a very great experience for my kids as well as educational.